A cruise on this ship promises style and grace.
Everywhere we go, we show how elegant we are.
MSC Divina sails the Caribbean.
Are you ready to have a great time tonight?
With an international clientele.
It really is a who's who of the world.
But for the ship's crew,
Where are you? 5 minutes seems like a second.
It's no playing around.
smooth sailing is not a given.
Still no signs of the pirates.
When you're cruising through hurricane season,
Winds up to 40 knots, it's going to be a problem. Big problem.
MSC Divina is a taste of Europe in the Caribbean. 333 meters long, 38 meters wide, with 18 decks, Divina can carry more than 4,000 passengers. It's the biggest ship in the MSC cruise fleet. But with elegant Swarovski crystal staircases, chic lounges, and intimate cafes, this ship offers a romance that other mega cruisers just can't match. A taste of the sweet life. What the Italians call La Dolce Vita.
Divina is a beautiful ship, sophisticated, traditional, elegant, safe.
Commanding MSC Divina is the pinnacle of Captain Pierpaolo Scala's career.
Minimum distance now?
Now still 25 meters.
Port 20. For someone like me who has been at sea for 31 years, truck pilot engaged, good. Being assigned to such a beautiful ship, to me was like winning a gold medal at the Olympic Games. Thank you very much. Welcome.
On this 7-night cruise, MSC Divina will depart Miami, heading southeast to Jamaica, west to Grand Cayman Island, and the island of Cozumel, Mexico. Then, Divina will return east, visiting the Bahamas, before returning back to its home port.
Speed, as usual in the channel, will be between 6 and 7 knots.
It's a 4,000-kilometer voyage that the ship has done many times before. But this is August, hurricane season in the Caribbean.
During the hurricane season, things may change from one day to the other, sometimes even from 1 hour to the other. Mr. Russo will be on the bow. Forecast.
Even if the weather cooperates, Captain Scala takes nothing for granted with a ship this big.
East, northeast. Safety officer will be on the wing. Complacency is our enemy. Each maneuver is different. The current may change, the approach may be a little bit different. We'll be standing by the center console.
It's 9 a.m. in Miami. Down on the pier, MSC Cruises Operations Manager, Ben Mohammed, is leading the charge to provision the ship.
We have to open every box. Hey, where you been? To go back on board. Il vacío sta qua afuera. Adesso vediamo, c'è i campioni che arrivano adesso. Hey, of course I'm the best.
It's already 28 degrees in the shade.
Okay, è arrivato. It's better to go slow today. Cabbage, celeries, zucchini, beets, onions, potatoes, pumpkins. This is lemongrass, blueberries, blackberries, raspberries, strawberries.
The big rush is to get the most perishable items out of the heat and onto the ship.
This product can soon lose about a day shelf life, only in between offloading, putting it down, and lid on it on board.
30,000 kilograms of fruits and vegetables. 6,000 kilos of fish. 3,000 kilos of beef.
Look at the marbling on the beef, you know? Are you kidding me? I'm thinking this is one of the best. Eggs, next to the eggs.
Not to mention the eggs.
360 per case, 100 cases about 36,000. Say about 60,000, 64,000. That's a lot of eggs. Have a nice day. Ciao.
It all has to be loaded on the ship in a span of just 4 hours.
North Star.
So Ben stays on top of it all,
Eh, sì. Good morning, Anka. How are you?
with a mix of charm
Wonderful. You forget about me, no?
And passion.
Don't bother me now. Don't look at me now. I offload you.
Every pallet brought aboard is double-checked.
All of this, they are passing through my hands. Every single loading, everything.
Then raced by forklift for storage in any one of 4 freezers, 3 refrigerated rooms, or 5 storerooms.
Everything okay, guys?
But the provisioners aren't the only ones in a hurry to get MSC Divina ready for this cruise. The entire ship is a beehive of activity, with more than 1,700 staterooms to clean, 1,600 deck chairs to set up,
To my eyes, everything needs to look perfect.
a bit of power washing, and some minor repairs to complete, along with a few personal touches to lay out for the VIPs.
And the first, don't forget, he likes grapes, yeah? All right. Thank you. Now, look, we are ready with the buffet. We are expecting 50 guests which are coming now. Great. I need to tell the hotel director that we're ready for embarkation, yeah?
By 11 a.m., the most eager passengers are already pulling up at the terminal.
So you guys ready for your cruise, right? Yeah. You're gonna have an awesome time.
Over the next 4 hours, 6,000 pieces of luggage are rushed through check-in to the hallways outside the guest rooms, while the guests casually make their way onto the ship. It's a sold-out cruise. 4,157 guests. About 1 in 5 is from the United States, with another 70 nationalities on board.
It's really cool seeing so many different people from Europe.
It's nice, you know, it's lovely to hear different languages. Absolutely, yeah. It's great.
Didn't expect it, but it's great. We love it.
By 7 p.m., the Miami harbor pilot arrives on the bridge,
Good to see you again.
See you.
Welcome on board.
Thank you.
poised to help Captain Scala guide this enormous ship through the channel and out of the port.
Yes, ma'am. Departure draft will be 8.65 meters.
All right.
Please.
For and after, let go home.
Pilot boat, DMO.
For and after it to go home.
Pilot station MSC Divina is underway.
Divina underway.
Okay, take over all the controls on the center console. Okay, Mr. Pilot, we are heading 108.
Yes, sir. Then 108, 50 RPMs on 2. I have the con.
You have the con. Pilot
Yes.
has the con.
Pilot is the con.
With the sun beginning to set, it seems like every one of Divina's guests is out on deck, waving goodbye to Miami.
It's good that our guests can experience such a beautiful sail away from the port of Miami, which is the cruise industry capital.
The start of this cruise has been picture perfect. But the view of Miami might not be so sunny when the ship returns after a week-long voyage in the heart of hurricane season. It's day 2 of MSC Divina's sold-out cruise to the Western Caribbean. The ship left Miami last night with almost 4,200 passengers and is spending a full day at sea, en route to Ocho Rios, Jamaica.
Good morning. Hello.
And no one is busier than Andre Schlemmer, the cruise director.
Thank you. I think I have the best job on board. I'm here to make sure people have fun. Can't get better than that.
Andre and his cruise staff
Are you ready?
are set up all over the upper deck of the ship, leading a spin class in the garden pool at the stern, watching over the guests taking shelter under the roof of the Siren pool, and running some goofy get-to-know-you games outside in the aqua park.
People feed off each other's energy as much as the energy we try and provide. The guests themselves intermingle to form a certain cosmopolitan feeling on board, and I really, really enjoy that. You feel like you're in Europe, but then you get off and go to an island in the Caribbean every single day, so it's a 2-in-1 vacation. It's I get to sail in Europe, and I get to go ashore and enjoy an island in the Caribbean.
Near the bow of the ship, this day at sea allows Captain Pierpaolo Scala to step off the bridge.
It's very quiet navigation at the moment, good visibility, no traffic. So that allows me to spend more time here in the office, which is also my living room.
And that provides him with a little family time as well. His wife Gisela and their son Alessandro live on the ship whenever he's on board.
I believe that only 1 month we wasn't here, right? He feels happy here.
Wow! Yeah, Papa.
It's a welcome change in this captain's career.
I've been at sea for over 30 years, and being able to come back to my office and see him every day and growing on the ship with us, and it's just a great feeling.
For most of Divina's crew, the pace of today's sea day is far more demanding. By 5 p.m., the kitchens are hopping.
Everything good? Very good. First sea day, yeah. It's no playing around. This is for upstairs for the buffet area.
Throughout a main galley that covers 7,000 square feet, executive chef Andreas Hollerer and his team of 150 are hard at work preparing tonight's menu.
So this soup already finished? Let's have a taste. It's good. We have to feed the guests, 4,300 passengers on board, and they're all very hungry.
Tonight is the first big event of the cruise, the captain's dinner.
Tomato sauce needs a little bit of sugar. Okay. It's the lobster, escargot. Escargot. Escargot butter. I think we need a little bit more Pernod and brandy. Okay.
Hello, how are you? Welcome.
It's a formal event where the guests meet the captain in advance.
The princess in front of me here. Perfect, there you go.
Then sit down for an elegant affair.
Great, thank you.
Who's actually driving the ship right now?
My chauffeur.
Oh, okay. Okay. The Uber.
I want to taste it before it's finished. We're feeding about 2,000 people in an hour. We have to be very fast, very spot on. Everything needs to be ready.
Nothing is plated in advance. Every dish is cooked to order.
We cook everything like this a la minute. It's not pre-cooked. Very good, chef, very good. The most important thing as a chef in this kind of area is preparation. You have to have your thing in place, otherwise it can be a nightmare.
You need some pasta?
With the guests fed and the sun setting, everyone gathers in the theater near the bow of the ship.
Welcome to the stage, the master of the MSC Divina from Italy, Captain Pierpaolo Scala.
It's one of the largest theaters at sea, 1,600 seats.
On behalf of the entire crew, a very warm welcome on board the MSC Divina.
But the captain isn't stopping there.
Mesdames et messieurs, bonsoir. Bonsoir. Beautiful. A nome dell'intero equipaggio desidero darvi un caloroso benvenuto a bordo.
He welcomes the passengers in 25 different languages.
Spasiba. Brohim Abahim le MSC Divina. Thank you.
Then, he brings out a little surprise to seal the deal.
You want to say something? When you see him around, address him as Junior Captain. He will like it. Well, ladies and gentlemen...
The captain, well, both captains, are a hit. The next morning, as the ship approaches Ocho Rios,
Ocho Rios pilots from MSC Divina. MSC Divina calling on channel 11. Good morning, sir.
the local harbor pilot, who's supposed to help guide the ship into port, is nowhere to be found.
Right. It's typical here, they answer at the very last moment.
Captain Scala has brought Divina into Ocho Rios a number of times.
We just have a big turn to the left to port side, and so we dock starboard side too.
But he still can't enter without a pilot on the bridge. It's regulation.
James Tragan.
Ocho Rios pilots from MSC Divina. MSC Divina calling on channel 16. Good morning, sir.
With almost 4,200 passengers eager to go ashore for the first port visit of the cruise, being delayed
Steady.
is just not an option. It's day 3 of MSC Divina's cruise through the Western Caribbean. After a full day at sea, the ship is approaching Ocho Rios, Jamaica. Divina's passengers are keen to get off the ship and explore the island.
James Tragan.
Ocho Rios pilots from MSC Divina calling on channel 16. Good morning.
But after 15 minutes of trying to contact the local pilot to guide the ship into port, there's still no reply.
Still no signs of the pilot.
Captain Pierpaolo Scala brought Divina into Ocho Rios just a couple of weeks ago. But he's not about to go it alone. He knows that the pilot's local knowledge is essential.
It may sound routine, but it's actually not, because the weather changes and the approach can slightly change. So every maneuver is different.
More than 20 minutes after the first radio call, the pilot boat finally arrives.
Thank you.
To come alongside the cruise pier, the captain will need to make a quick portside turn. But there's a strong 37-kilometer-per-hour wind that could push the ship toward the nearby cargo pier.
It's a very, very quick maneuver there. We have to watch for the stern when we turn, that we are completely clear as we enter the starboard side. How are you, Mr. Pilot? Welcome on board. Good to see you.
Good to see you again.
With the pilot on the bridge, Captain Scala transfers the ship's controls away from the center console.
Take over all the controls on the starboard wing.
Better to get a clear view of both the ship and the two piers.
Thrusters and rudders on the wing. Okay.
Then he starts the turn.
Okay, starboard rudder, hard to port.
Hard to port, starboard rudder.
Below the waterline, Divina's 4 thrusters drive the bow hard to the port side. Meanwhile, the stern of the ship swings sharply to starboard, with the rudders angled up to 30 degrees, and the rudder flaps adding another 15 degrees to keep the ship clear of the cargo pier.
Bow thrusters, 60% to port.
60% to port bow thrusters.
It's always wiser and safer to start the turn a little bit earlier rather than getting too close. Half meter ahead, and we are almost there. And touchdown.
In spite of the pilot's tardiness, Divina arrives alongside, right on time.
Did Daddy do a good maneuver?
Down on the dock,
Go ahead.
Shore Excursions Manager Spindila Nduli, known to everyone as Spin,
Fernanda, go ahead.
doesn't have a moment to spare.
Do we have anything ready in the theater?
Let's take it out.
Yep. Thank you. See you. So I'm running to check that everything is ready for the guests before I call them out. Guides, buses, boats. Do we have buses and guides ready right away?
Spin has 1,400 guests booked on day trips around the island.
You guys do know that you've got 8 special guests with you? Yep. Okay. Now I'm looking at 1,005, 2,000 guests on tour each call. So that's half. That's 50% of the guests that we have on board. Yes, they do have a private tour. Fernanda asked them to wait.
Everyone booked on a tour has to be off the ship in the next hour.
Tap, fine. Everything from bobsledding to dolphins to catamarans. Catamaran, is it in deep waters? Cooking and tasting. We've got really everything for everyone. Spin speaking. Okay, thanks. I've got a group that has to come out very, very quickly, but it's still missing a big part of the passengers. How many people you want to add and where? Where are you? 5 minutes seems like a second. So I have to keep track of the gangways, if they're blocked or not. I have to keep track if anybody's lost in between here and there, because it's a long walk to the terminal. Your group is going to be coming out soon, guys. I'll let you know, okay? It's kind of fun. It's my way of doing gym. I do know that they will get back. The thing is on time and no traffic. That's the only worry. Is there traffic? Where are they? But everybody usually gets back until now, touch wood. But yeah.
With so much to see and do, though, it's easy to understand why coming back late is a risk.
Hold on.
Some head up Mystic Mountain for a great view of the ship and a 1,000-meter run of Jamaican bobsledding. Others cool off with a 180-meter climb up the busiest attraction in Ocho Rios, Dunn's River Falls. While the guests play off the ship,
Where do you want to go with this one? Over. Take it. Okay.
Andre and his cruise team are getting things ready for the biggest party of the voyage.
You really can't be on a cruise ship in the Caribbean without having a big deck party on the open decks.
They call it a white party, with the ship's main pool deck festooned with flags, banners,
Drop that a little bit on that side. Little bit up. Perfect. Tie it up.
and paper flames.
Where were those? In the storeroom?
No, I made it myself.
You made them? Have you tested them? You're going to test them now?
I'm going to test them now. Yes, yes, yes! It's working!
It's amazing how we get excited about the small things that make a big difference. So tonight when guests arrive at the aqua park, it's a big nightclub. That's what I'm looking for, that energy, that people just having no care in the world and just having a great time.
At 5 p.m., right on schedule.
All on board. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Gangway.
MSC Divina departs Jamaica. The sun goes down, and the captain steps off the bridge again to mingle with the guests.
Hi, how are you? Hello, where are you from? We want to create this family atmosphere where everyone knows each other and create that nice and relaxed atmosphere so they can enjoy as much as they can. You will all be famous.
It's called Cigars Under the Stars.
What makes a good cigar is, first of all, good company, in the perfect place, at the right time, and there you go.
While the guests enjoy a puff.
We have whiskey and cigars is really our vacation feeling.
Andre is all over the ship. From the cigar event
You bought the birthday gift. You had to come in.
to the theater.
Thank you so much. Did you enjoy that?
To a wardrobe change and a race back up to the top deck to kick off the white party.
Let's do this.
MSC Divina, are you ready to have a great time tonight?
The white party has the ship rocking. But ahead, there's a storm brewing that could make for anything but smooth sailing. It's day 4, and MSC Divina is anchoring off Georgetown at Grand Cayman Island. Grand Cayman is the largest of the 3 Cayman Islands, located about 400 kilometers south of Cuba. Divina is parked at one of 4 anchor positions in the port, specifically designated to preserve the nearby coral reef. That's about 800 meters from shore. So the only way to bring Divina's 4,200 guests into town
Morning, what's your step?
is to shuttle them on the ship's tender boats.
Okay, are you ready? Go on aft.
Safety officer Vincenzo Cilento
Okay.
deploys 6 boats. Each holds a maximum of 120 passengers, and each trip ashore takes about 5 minutes. But the water's a little rough today, which makes loading and offloading passengers a challenge.
It's windy and there is a current that are pushing the boat. They just need to pay more attention while they are approaching on the platform.
Even with the wind and current, Vincenzo's team of drivers brings everyone ashore in less than an hour and a half. And that gives them a perfect opportunity to polish their skills.
Are you ready? Slowly. Right. Keep the speeds. Keep it 45 degrees angles.
James Esposito is a 3rd officer on Divina. He's driven tender vessels before, but he's still learning to handle the boats in rougher waters.
We've got strong winds northeast, about 15 knots, which is going to make it a bit more complicated for me to maneuver.
Driving the tender through open water is easy.
Port side engine, aft.
But docking it alongside the ship is harder than it looks.
The wheel.
Hard to port the wheel. Good.
Starboard.
Stop.
That wasn't possible.
Okay.
But after that one small bump,
Okay, here we go, we're ready.
James recovers.
Okay, so 45-degree angle, always looking towards the rescue boat. Reducing the speed now.
He faces off against the wind.
I can feel that wind. Just turning on the wheel on port side. Port engine back.
To dock his boat safely on a consistent basis.
Wheel midship. Good. With the help of the safety officer, it just gives more confidence on even the worst conditions we can find out there.
With Vincenzo's approval, James will be tendering guests back to the ship later today. Right now, though, Divina's guests have other plans out on the water. They're acquainting themselves with some friendly local residents. Stingrays. In a bay off the north side of the island, these rays are so common and curious, the area is known as Stingray City.
I think it's incredible. It's a once-in-a-lifetime experience.
The rays don't flee this invasion. And after a few instructions, like avoiding the barbs on their tails, the guests are soon embracing their hosts.
A little bit nervous about the tail, but she's quite heavy. She's about 100 pounds, but really smooth, almost surreal.
Wherever you look, they're coming at you, and yeah, you can touch them. Feels absolutely safe.
I thought there'd be more sandpaper. They were more slimy, for lack of a better term.
All right, guys, time to go.
By 3 p.m., the tender operation is in full swing, with 3rd Officer James in high gear.
Got coming into the rush hour now, so it's going to be bounce back and forward, up and down. But it's going good at the moment, yeah.
And his dockings?
Fantastic today. I think I've had the best ones out of anyone here today. Perfect.
The last tender is scheduled to return to the ship in just 15 minutes. But judging by the lineup on shore, that's not going to happen.
We have still 800 guests shoreside at the moment.
On Divina's tender platform, Immigration Officer Nino Gargiulo keeps track of how many passengers still have to return on board.
Right, Nino. Okay, this is to inform you, we are still missing 650 persons.
He can tell the numbers are not in his favor.
They are not going to be happy on the bridge today because we will sail like 10-15 minutes late than usual.
By 4 o'clock, it's not the tender operation that's slowing things down. It looks as if there may be some guests who haven't shown up to the dock yet.
What's the count right now?
250.
250.
That has Captain Scala starting to wonder if he will have to leave a few passengers behind.
At that point, I have to decide, okay, let's go. We can't delay the ship to the next port.
A delay leaving this port means the only way to get to the next port on time is to speed up.
More speed, more fuel, everything is connected to each other.
15 minutes later, good news.
Yes, Chief, just to inform you, all the guests are on board. We are waiting only the last tender with the crew.
We are moving ahead, 0.4.
With the ship.
But as the ship leaves port, there's a concern on the horizon. The smooth sailing MSC Divina has had so far may soon come to an end. A tropical disturbance is brewing southeast of the Bahamas. If it continues to grow, it could take any number of paths toward Florida, all of which would certainly disrupt the last days of Divina's cruise back to Miami.
We'll monitor closely, and if need be, we will have to change the itinerary.
Worst case scenario, the port of Miami shuts down, and Divina rides out the storm at sea. It's day 5 of MSC Divina's Western Caribbean cruise. After sailing overnight from Grand Cayman Island, the ship is approaching one of the most difficult port entries in the Caribbean, the island of Cozumel, Mexico.
Because it's flat, any squall may affect the safety of the ship because of the winds pick up to 40, 50 knots from 1 minute to the other.
But today, the challenge for Captain Pierpaolo Scala and Chief Harbor Pilot Murillo Ancona is not the wind, it's the current.
Very unusual day today. The current changed from south to north.
The current here almost always runs from the south to the north, making the approach a straight shot to dock on the port side of the ship. But today, the current is running southward, forcing the ship to complete a 180-degree turn and dock on the starboard side.
No, I don't know what happened with the moon and everything.
No one knows the reason why.
Yeah, one moment.
It's a maneuver that Captain Scala has never had to perform here. Not in 20 years of visiting Cozumel.
So should we turn in front of the pier, like about to starboard, or do a wide turn?
Back to port, turn it to port and better, no?
Divina approaches the port, reducing speed to just 2 knots. About 300 meters from the pier, the pilot, Captain Ancona, completes the turn.
$50 meters to go.
With the bow now pointing directly into the current, he drives the ship sideways to starboard.
35 meters north of position, 35.
Okay.
10 meters.
Number 14, the game will be clear.
It's okay, 7 meters. Watch for the propeller on the screen.
2 meters position.
2 meters.
After mooring station, please keep clear the propeller.
After 20 minutes of maneuvers,
And touchdown.
the two captains can move on to more important matters.
Today looks nice, so I guess we can go for lunch later. What do you think?
With the ship alongside, the rush is on to get all the passengers off.
We have close to 30 or 40 tours in Mexico alone. And always, let me say 99% of the time, I have happy guests coming back. They just get it right somehow.
Some are keen to explore the jungle on ATVs. And cool off with a plunge at a secluded cave.
Hello. Hey, Carlos. ¿Cómo estás?
But the guests aren't the only ones looking to experience some local delights.
I come from a very small fishing village, and I like to visit the local places. That's where we get the best seafood. Fresh fish, my favorite. Let's take a look.
Captain Scala and Captain Ancona have been mixing business with pleasure for 20 years.
Whenever I'm in Cozumel and I have time and I want to have a good lunch, I come here with my friend. Yeah, 10 years. We started coming here 10 years ago and still very good. We still have 20 more years to come. Here we go. Oh, fantastic. Look at that. He's so happy.
5 p.m. Time to return to the ship. All aboard is just a half hour from now.
Nobody wants to come back. Look at this place.
Spin had a relatively smooth time sending all the guests off on their excursions this morning. But getting them back?
Do you remember the name of the... Getting them back is another kind of pressure. It's okay. If you don't have the cruise card, it's fine.
A number of the day trips here ferry guests to the town of Playa del Carmen on the mainland, the gateway to Cancun, or the Mayan ruins at Tulum.
There's a lot of traveling involved to getting to where they have to go. So this is one of the major reasons. If we are delayed mainly here. The first ferry is back. I'm just checking now how far is the second one. I'll let you know. We're scheduled to sail at 6, and all on board time is 5:30. So now it's 5:15. So I need to at least know how many are still missing, how many are still out. Then I can track who's still out and check how far they are.
Up on the bridge, though, the captain has bigger concerns.
The satellite picture shows a broad area of thunderstorms, and they have already issued warnings for Puerto Rico, Hispaniola, and the Bahamas.
That tropical disturbance in the eastern Caribbean is now forecast to have an 80% chance of becoming a hurricane. And it looks to be on a collision course with the last two ports of the cruise, Nassau and Miami.
They're really unpredictable, these storms. You never know what they do. We're talking about winds up to 40 knots at the moment. And now Port of Miami, with winds above 30, 35 knots, they close the port.
If the port of Miami closes, there's no option but to stay at sea.
Well, we need to extend the cruise by 1 or 2 days until the port will reopen.
It would be a nightmare. Missed flights home for the 4,157 passengers on board. Confusion and disruption for all those guests booked on next week's sold-out cruise.
It's going to be a problem, big problem.
Down on the dock, Spin has some bad news of her own.
Francisco, how far are they?
Which one?
Second ferry. Yeah, so we have 377 passengers that went to Tulum, Mayan ruins. All on board today is 5:30, but they will be returning at 6:30. So we should be sailing around 6:45, 7 o'clock.
That's an hour delay, forcing the captain to speed up to reach the Bahamas in time for tomorrow's stop.
There's no traffic cops at sea, so thank God for that.
But will the port of Nassau even be open when they arrive? Or will the storm shut it down?
Our departure from the port of Cozumel this evening will be delayed by approximately 30 minutes.
MSC Divina is stuck at the dock, waiting for almost 400 guests to return from an excursion on the mainland.
Yes, no, not before 6:30.
The ship was supposed to depart for Nassau and Miami 40 minutes ago. But that's not the only thing on Captain Scala's mind. A weather system in the Eastern Caribbean is threatening to develop into a tropical storm or even a hurricane.
Winds above 30-35 knots. The Coast Guard will shut the port, and then we have to stay at sea. And we have no choice. I mean, if they close the port of Miami, they close the port of Miami.
More than an hour behind schedule, the ferry carrying the missing guests finally arrives. The guests rush aboard.
All passengers and crew on board.
And the captain wastes no time in casting off.
An hour delay, but we're looking okay.
It's a high-speed run from Cozumel, 1,300 kilometers across the Caribbean Sea, to Nassau in the Bahamas. That means another full day at sea.
3, 2, 1, hit it!
Plenty of time for some hijinks in the pool. A rousing production in the theater. And a meter of pizza and a flight of beer to top it all off. Along the way, the captain catches a few breaks. First, the prevailing wind blows strongly out of the west, helping to push the ship's speed to 18 knots without burning any extra fuel. Then, the storm brewing southeast of the Bahamas slows down, allowing Divina to race ahead of it. And finally, the weather system bucks the odds of becoming a hurricane, actually dissipating altogether.
Speed going down to 8 knots.
Thank you, Captain. Reducing to 8 knots.
That clears the way for a fantastic arrival into Nassau. First, squeezing through the entrance to the harbor.
Today we're going to keep a little high on the green buoys as usual.
Yeah, okay. It's quite tight. We basically have 20 meters on either side and the wind on the beam. It's a tight maneuver today. Yeah.
Then, skirting port side along the thin cape to the north.
30 meters, thank you. So we have the wind and the current pushing us to start.
Yes, sir.
We can go very, very close. It's all dredged here, so it's all deep.
And finally, making a full turn to back into the ship's parking spot at the pier.
Okay, fore and aft, we start turning.
After Murray Station, a minimum distance, please.
Minimum distance 90.
Distance now?
Yes, distance now is 100.
Okay, very good, 100.
With the majority of passengers out on deck for a noontime arrival, this is the showcase maneuver of the entire cruise.
Two meters.
All right. Touchdown.
But it's just one of hundreds of things MSC Divina's crew has done right on this voyage.
Hey, how was it?
Over the past week,
Good.
almost 1,300 of them have moved throughout the ship like an invisible hand, guiding the guests to a perfect vacation.
It's almost impossible that some guests in cruise will see 100% of the crew. 70% of the crew member and the work is behind the sea. They will never see it.
Early tomorrow, MSC Divina will return to Miami without a single worry about the weather.
We all on board, officers, staff and crew, look forward to as many guests as possible to come back and cruise with us.
There, Captain Scala and his crew will start all over again with 4,200 new guests.
Everywhere we go, we show how elegant we are.
On MSC Divina, the work of the sweet life never ends.